Now let's focus on the CRM email. CRM email is what? It's like the goal of the CRM email is to focus on moving a user from one stage to another stage. For example, making a non-purchaser to a purchaser, or a single time purchase to a repetitive purchaser, unlike that, or somebody who used to buy at an average order value, not somebody, like a batch of users who average order value is always like $100. How can we make them increase the average order value into $150 or like a $200? Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. So first is like whom to spend and when to spend. Maybe we can see it in another part. And then what type of content we're gonna put it into the emails. Yeah, that's our focus for now. Okay, so before deciding when to sorry, whom to send and all those things, right, it's always best to have a certain framework, whichever the framework you use, that allows you to not just shape on like what type of segment you need to send, but it will totally make your job easier on everything you're going to do, like a type of content you wanted to do, or like uh, what type of like the communication style inside those emails, all these things. It will give you a super clarity when you use some certain set of like a framework. As always, we use our framework, which is like awareness, acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referral. So from just on the email part, the awareness and acquisition doesn't matter. So on the activation part, it's like the users. Here the definition of activation stage is there for the email part is the user who registered but not made any purchase. Yeah, this is the activation stage. And then the revenue stage is like um, actually it's not first purchase, but it's like a recurring or second level purchases. Okay, so after the activation funnel, the goal is to make somebody who is not purchased, but make him purchase, or booking an event, or buying a meal, or making a ride, or taking out doing a deposit. It varies on your business to business. Yeah. And then in the revenue part, it's like, okay, he made a single purchase, but how can we, there will be like always significant portion of the emails who will be just made like a single purchase, maybe just for a promotion, or to get a coupon, or to get some bonuses, and then they will just like becomes dormant. They will not make next they don't do the next activity. So how can we make them bit of like a habitual, not habitual, but habitual is too extreme. It's like to get like some recurring customers, right? That's the goal of the revenue stage. The retention stage is like making sure they buy based on your business, maybe a month, or every week, or take a ride every day, that kind of thing. Referral is like making your loyal customer into, actually you can even consider retention as a like a sort of like a loyalty part as well. And then how can you make a loyal user into a referral part as well? Okay, all this thing is not like I mean, especially this three part, this can I mean, it's become like a loop. Yeah, I mean, maybe this user can go from here to here, here to here, directly. Sorry, I just need to move this. Yeah, move this. Or he can come, maybe become repetitive purchase, and then he can make a referral as well. Yeah, it's his customer behavior, we can't control that. Anyway, the goal is that, so now we know these are the stages a user is gonna be there on their journey. And for each of this journey, the goal, so I have put like, for activation is not purchased, and then for revenues are making a single purchase or less than a three purchases, we want him to make a more purchases. And then retention goal can be like it varies on your business, but again it depends. For example, for an e-commerce company, there are certain percentage of the users who always make a lot of purchases, or the customer lifetime value is always higher than others. So what we need to do is that we need to segment those users as well. We can't treat them as same as the other users, but we need to segment these users. there are tools like analytical tools. They provide you, what they provide you is that when you are supplying them or injecting them the data of a customer with their transaction value, it will, for example, I used to use this tool called RJ Metrics, but now it's owned by Adobe. And you have mix panel. When you supply your transaction value, what happen is that it allow you to segment the users by like a top 20 percentage revenue contributors. This top 20 percentage revenue contributors is not like, um, it's not like in a year you take a top revenue. No, you can also take a yearly users as well, but the goal is that you take this top 20 percentage. So for example, let's say in a year you make $1 million. Okay, make $1 million. It's not a top in the $1 million. Okay, I think it's confusing you. I'll put $1 million by 100,000 or 10,000 customer. Okay, this top 20 percentage is not like you sort the users by their transaction volume and then take the 2,000. No, it's not like that. It's by, so in the 1 million, right? In the 1 million, the tool will identify, it can be maybe a 200 users or 300 or even 1,000 users who contribute maybe like an 80 or like a 20 or 40 percentage of the revenue. You can choose. When I say top 20 percentage, it's not like they contribute 20 percentage, they contribute 80 percentage of the revenue. Okay, that's why, but in analytical way they say it differently, but without going in deeper, but you understand the goal. So it's like you identify the top revenue contributors, and them certain cases these users may not be act. So in these stages as well, right? all these users all these users could be active and also not active, so you can segment both. Yeah, let me just move this here. So you need to segment this not active and active users. The same users could be on both places. That's why the segmentation is different. So when you know clearly on yeah, by segmenting this thing, you will have a clear cut idea on um, how to target these people. Just a minute. Yeah, how to target these people. So this like the visual explanation on how to do it here, right? But what you can do is that you can go to an Excel, okay, and then you can put up this list, and let me just freeze these. What is the definition of the users? What is the current email targets size? And then, if possible, if you have already run any campaigns, you can put um, what is their current open rate or CTR and all those things. You can put them just like so. You can segment this like this. Okay. No, no. Then you can put if you have like a BI tool and analytical tools, you'll be able to get the sizes. Yeah. So you can put up those sizes here. And then also, because let's say your goal is like for example, you're telling my goal is like to convert maybe like 10% is too much, maybe 5% of it. Then you can also forecast. Let's say your AOV is $100. Okay, $100 into, so this 5%, so this 5% into, let's say the audience size is 1,000 people, so you can forecast the revenue. So let's say this audience sizes, usually no purchases will be always very big portion, um, very big portion, but in these places it will be like maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000 here, maybe another 1,000 here. I'm just putting 1,000, but let's maybe put like 800 like that. Here maybe like 200 people. So it's like that. So you will put up a goal, and also another thing. So for these users, you can take the average order value. Yeah, but is the dollar. But when you take non-active, that's our next part. The next part is that, so after we segment the user side, we will go into like how do we decide this AOV. Okay, so before we go into that, let's summarize what we have seen here. What we have seen is here is that when we wanted to do a reactivation or churn, like I mean, like reducing churn or the goal of moving a user from a stage to stage, we need to clearly segment the users. Then only we know which stage they are now. And then based on the stage, you can frame your communication, you can frame the what type of content you wanted to put inside, and then also what type of discount or like a coupon or like the hooks, what are you going to put it inside will help you when you have a proper segmentation. So when you wanted to do the segmentation, it's even better when you have a framework. We use our framework. You can use the same. It's mostly used by a lot of companies. If you want to use, you can use that as well. You use an R framework, or you can make a simple framework, like for example, the awareness, consideration, and purchase, or like awareness, consideration, evaluation, and purchase. Different people use different funnel. Okay, so you can use this funnel, and then based on this funnel stages, then you can group this customer. See, what I have made it here is just to give you an idea of what I mean. This information, especially, I still remember, even though I did a few years back, because these are some of the campaign which have generated good returns. But there are like a lot of other segments as well. We did not just we didn't just stop with the top 20% or 40%. We even gone to like 40% to 60%, and then sometimes. So for example, here, right, is a single purchase, and then it's a less than 3 purchase. Even we had like a second purchase, and then when we go to like retention and loyalty, right? For example, let me just I wanted to, because the space is running out. Um, but for the retention and loyalty, right? So what we do is that we also did like thank you. No, let's first audience definition. The audience definition is active um, active loyal customer. You define it, but for example, we define like make minimum one purchase per month. Yeah, it's up to you. It's depend on your business and how you define this loyal customer. So we when we target these users, because they're active, right? So we don't need to reactivate them, but it's not like you also need to abandon them. You can also do thank you for being a loyal customer on your next month purchase. Get this additional discount exclusive only for you. This attracts them. Yeah. Okay. So and also final part is that, so when you want to do this customization, you need a proper analytical tools to segment the people, and also you need to make sure, which we have seen here, right? Like you're sending a proper customer data inside those email tool. Then only you will be able to segment the users. Yeah, we had a BI tool, an analytics tool. That tool has integration with the email marketing tool, so we can segment the users here or here, then send the users to the email marketing tool. Or if you want to do sometime rare cases when you don't want a sophisticate, when you don't have an option for a sophisticated integration, then you can just export the CSV and then upload into your email system. Yeah. So I hope this clarifies and also give you an idea of how you should segment your users for your CRM email. And next, we're gonna see this.